Nick Walker and Martin Fitzwater. What a rare treat this is for you guys. You guys get to see this picture comparison. Nick Walker at the 2022 Olympia and Martin Fitzwater, Detroit Pro Champion. Why am I doing this one? Oh, yes. These guys are both competing at the New York Pro coming up less than a month away. Isn't it? Yeah. The 18th, I think, next month. Either which way, I actually did this comparison couple of years ago. I seen this one coming on the radar. I must have ESPN. I'm just joking, guys. It's an obvious matchup that maybe would happen, and it's gonna happen. Let's go through these shots. It's gonna happen in picture form at Mark's Max Muscles channel. Nick Walker, I think he's just gonna be too big. Look at the size of this guy. I think he's just going to be too big for Martin Fitzwater. Is it even going to be close? I don't think so. I think Nick, he's just too much of a... Well, hold on a second. Hold the bus. Look at the legs. Look at the midsection and the lower half of one Martin the Great. Martin the Martian, I like to call him Martin the Great. He has a fantastic physique, a great physique, flow, aesthetics, conditioning, as we'll see when we get into the back shots. Very good conditioning, but from the front, awesome condition too. Big, juicy quads. But it's not going to be enough. I think Nick Walker's arms are just too gosh darn big for any man. Maybe Crezo might get him. Ooh, that would be a good one too. But here's the front lat spread. This is the matchup at hand. And keep your front double. Nick Walker, Martin Fitzwater is doing just fine here in the front lat spread. I would suggest. I don't think that's size, and it's not like Nick's really pushing Fitzwater in the conditioning department. Is he? Well, I don't think so. I think it's a total victory. Maybe even more obvious than the front double. Turn to the side here. Maybe one of the best side chests in bodybuilding today. The way he has stricken this shot for Martin Fitzwater. Perfect angle, midsection disappears, arms, full chest, big round, and the legs are impressive. Nick, yes, he's a bigger body here. You can see, looks like he weighs a few more pounds than Martin, but keep this in mind. Bodybuilding is an illusion. Remember that song? Hal Beckles used it for his posing, with the slices of posing slapsticks in the 80s. Nobody remembers that? Just an illusion. Ba, 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 ba. Here's a side tricep, for goodness sakes. None of you guys remember that. Ooh, Nick is peeled here. Looks like he upped the ante. He heard that he was probably losing the side chest, so yes, he anteed up, and his tricep is twice as big. No slapstick here. This is just all pose. You don't hide away. You don't shy away either. You do it. You do it now. Come on. So yes, little extended Arnold impression there for you guys. And a Homer Simpson one too. I'm not going to do a whole video on Homer Simpson. Seen that requested. So yes, the size game, it's going to be too much for Martin Fitzwater in certain shots like these. Now let's go to the back shot. Bet you Nick Walker himself is going to be watching this one. On mute, so he doesn't hear me. Mute that crap, he says. Except he said the bad word for crap. That's what Nick Walker says when he turns my videos on. Either which way, I'd be a lucky man if either of these two dudes watch this video. And yeah, Martin's back. It is better on a smaller scale. Nick's lat spread, he has the potential to be one of the all-time greats in this pose. He has the meat, nice thick lat insertions. Martin Fitzwater, he is just executing the shot a little bit better. But he's smaller, so that can make a difference. Who's in better condition? I think Martin is pushing Nick Walker in the conditioning department. Wow. Wow. That's saying something. Something else, too. Here is the rear double. Martin Fitzwater could be in trouble. Ooh. Nick Walker has the best rear double by in the IFBB today. I would suggest if he had been at the Olympia, I think he would have won. I think he would have won. I think he would have won. Martin's got some glutes. He's got some hamstrings that are maybe even better than Nick Walker. Keep in mind, though, guys, and I should have mentioned this right from the get-go. The lighting at the Olympia, it's Olympia lighting. You know, there's a big screen behind them or in front of them, I guess, if they're doing the back shots. It would make you tip over seeing all those lines and laser lights and flames going off. But aside from that, it's hard to see the guys in their truest of detail. And the lighting itself. Lighting wasn't as bad, 2022. But of course, they left them waiting backstage, too, for hours. That all can hurt the physique. Detroit Pro, let us all bow down and thank Fouad Obiad for setting this baby up. Perfect lighting. Perfect. I don't hear Bob Ciccarello saying anything now about black backdrops. Bob Chick telling Fouad to go back up to Canada and build igloos. Hey, I take that personally. Oh, never mind. Yes, I forgot. I do enjoy the odd igloo build. Call it a stereotype. Call it whatever you want. Martin Fitzwater losing the rear double due to size. Here's the abs and thigh. Martin Fitzwater getting one back due to size in the abs. Midsection. Nick Walker's underrated in this shot. I'll tell you right now, he's underrated in the abs and thigh. Maybe a wider waist, like a guy like Franco Columbo. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger accused for having a wide waist. But not one time do we see a Cassis belly. We don't see a triple-double bubble gut for Nick Walker. So it's possible that he could beat Martin in the abs and thigh. I wouldn't suggest. Pum, pum, pum. Trump. Here's the most muscular. I don't know if you guys get those subtleties or not. Donald Duck, things of that nature. Yeah. Nick is a big guy. All the way, big guy. Wow, 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 wow. But Martin, he's very aesthetically pleasing. He is a fresher, newer, brand newish type look to the IFBB. Oh, I like this one for Martin. Look at Martin the Martian in this one. Martin the Great. Change your name, Nick. Or Martin, sorry. Nick. The mutate's good. It's good for Nick. Midsection for midsection. I believe I may have missized this one. Like Nick. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's just carved up so much. That's how you get those downtown muscles. Just boom. Thick with veins and just power. Martin. He looks good. He looks good. Is he beating Nick Walker? Of course not. Don't be so ridiculous. Balki Botokamos, I am from the island of Mipos. No? Nobody? Come on, at least 5 or 6 people must know who I'm talking about. Quotient laddie. Anyway, if you guys do, I will in fact do the dance of joy. Hey, 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 hey. Da, 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 da. Nick Walker, he's just too much in the terms of size. I don't think there's anything that Martin Fitzwater can do. He hasn't had an off season. He had an impressive one, but I mean, between the Detroit and New York, he has had no off season, so he's going to look the same. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe a little bit better. Could look a little worse. But having said that, Nick Walker is a big flaming ball. I'm not saying he's a flamer. Never mind. He's a big flaming ball like Bam Bam Bigelow with the lower body fat and the muscles. Abs of a guy from the 300 movie, too. He looks like one of those gladiators from 300. He's got the abs. Just as. Have a great one, guys. Al, what are you doing? How about subscribing to my channel, please? And if you're bored, if you're in the mood, you can check out my latest video. It is a good one. And there's a whole bunch of videos in this playlist all stacked together. So, you can watch every pose. Another one over here, too. 1, 2, 3, diddly-dee.